So if a stork is the bird that brings a new baby, what's the bird that prevents it?
Oh, geez.
A condor.
The swallow.
Yeah, Doc's first opening. All right. That was great.
I liked it.
Most guys usually do like that.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Okay. This is good, not great.
I don't want to ice these strudels.
I mean, I just cannot focus with this plate.
I'm going to call
over
that
here.
was a great, not good joke. But this is Good, Not Great, a mostly Minnesota sports podcast. Next to me are my friends, Doc and Sody. Sody, what are you working on?
Why don't you tell them? Because I'm working.
So we found out today, pre-podcast, our friend Doc has never had the pleasure of enjoying a toaster strudel.
That's what happens when you grow up poor.
You believe it?
Yeah, but you've had cinnamon sugar bread. That's this.
It's kind of this, but better with icing and everything. He's never had it. He's never had it. On the way home from work, I picked him up some toaster strudels. Lunds and Byerly's did not come in clutch. They only had 2 flavors. However, one of the flavors was one that he said he wanted to try. That being the cinnamon roll flavor. Sody is icing them up right now. Ice that bitch. Can you hear that? Nice. Nice. Spit on it. This is going to be great. We are gonna his first ever taste of a toaster strudel. Man, if you're gonna be so happy. Diabetes is a possibility because it's pure sugar.
Doc, I
Great.
want you to keep an eye on this one I'm icing because this is the one I want you to have.
That's the one.
Yeah, let's cook the most.
Well, yeah, the first one's got to go to Doc. You made 6. We'll be eating those throughout
You know why I made 6?
because nobody specified the amount to make.
Georgie said, "Oh, are you not making the strudels yet?" I'm like, "Didn't know I was." So
I did not say that to you
He's
specifically.
got a hard job.
you didn't?
I am the host.
You don't have a sound effect for that
Why
yet?
don't you do the?
I should.
You were looking.
Do you have
You're like, do I just hit all of the buttons right now?
Do you have your own horn you could toot?
You are correct. Okay.
You could use the Minnesota Vikings horn since that's not getting used the rest of the year.
God damn it. Enjoy it. It's the last time it's happening for a while.
I'm glad you damned it and not him because I think we've talked about the implications of damning someone.
Yeah, no, damn the fact that the Vikes are done.
Okay, just checking.
But it's fine. We got the 11th pick.
You know what
It's going to be a Hall of Famer.
What it means to damn somebody? You know what damnation is?
No.
An eternity in hell.
Mm.
So when you say damn you, that's
Quite the...
something I'll say, take that back.
You take
I'm going to
that
start using
back
that more then.
That is.
to all of our employees.
That's right. The F word has nothing on damnation. In my opinion, if you look at somebody and say, damn you, it's over.
I think that's a good point.
Like, you're ready just to...
Well, luckily I was baptized, but I don't know if
Hey,
paper beats scissors
give
on
the
that
man
one.
the damn strudel. There is a strudel already. Come on, let's do this.
No, I feel like we all have to enjoy these together at the same
Do
time.
we got to cheers the strudels? All right.
I like to touch strudels.
Everybody, I'm sorry. you're
No,
gonna have
Doc,
to
actually,
wait
he's
long.
right. You got to eat the first one.
Yeah, first bite. We want to watch. And on the video, I'm going to zoom right in on your face.
That's right. Sticky fingers and all.
We want to
Lick
watch.
these right off.
So did you suck the icing packets? Or Doc's got to do that too. We didn't let him suck the icing packet. Damn
I
it.
still have 2 more you can suck.
Okay. We'll let you suck the icing after.
You can suck a full
Here he goes.
Is it cooked all the... Ooh.
Drum roll.
Listen to that ass mirth.
Hell yeah.
Look
Are
at
you
that.
kidding me?
You look excited.
Oh, I can't wait. It's dripping onto your hands. Let's go. Oh
You
my
want a moist
God.
towelette? Oh, I'm prepared.
You got a moist towel. Come on. How is it?
There's a plate, Doc.
Finish that son of a gun.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
Man, that used to be like 10 bites.
Now
It's
you
probably
want
like
to touch
4 bites
my
now.
wet towel, don't you?
Get your fucking wet towel out of here.
You don't want it?
Yeah.
You'd rather be sticky?
All right. As done. Okay. Hey, Doc. First toaster strudel. All right.
I finally made it, Mom.
As a okay, we're gonna let Doc enjoy those. So
Look
to
what
keep
your boy's doing.
Keep spreading that icing.
Dude,
This
this
is
is-
you, my friend.
This is just dripping white stuff all down my hand.
What is it? Well, it's icing.
Well, that must not be the bird you were talking about earlier.
Oh my God, it's been a while.
Let me.
It's probably been a decade plus.
Seriously? No way.
We're just eat toaster strudels all episode.
No, I had the toaster scramblers when I was working at Harley.
So good.
You ever had that? Doc, do you?
No, I don't even know what that is.
So it's this same pastry, right? But it's stuffed with bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously the meat and cheese and eggs are faker than anything you can get at a fast food joint. But.
You're right.
No, because I'm looking at these things and I'm getting hungry.
Go ahead.
I want to wait.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers to Doc's first toaster strudel.
Because I don't know what other task you're going to have me do
Ma'am.
here in the next 5 minutes. That's gonna...
Pizza on one end of the desk, toaster strudels on the other.
Speaking of that, can you put this on the pizza thing?
Yes, of course. Did you suck on them?
Yes.
Good. All right.
That's
Sweet.
so wrong.
Okay. Well, Doc, having had a toaster strudel, how was your week?
Dude, I mean, you just can't get much better than this.
Life changing now.
Like, I'm just living the dream.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's your thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice.
Going to have to introduce Lily to toaster strudels.
Man, it's been a good week. Can't
Good.
complain.
Good.
Packers won.
Yeah.
Homemade pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Work
Homemade.
is day job's day job.
Mm-hmm.
I got white sticky stuff all over my hand right now.
If only your paper towel was
That's the
moistened.
best part.
That'd be...
That is the best part.
Guess whose hands are perfectly clean and not sticky thanks to the moistness.
This son of a gun made his own moistened towelette out of
It's
a
not that hard, dude. You put a paper towel underwater, wring it out, give it like a whip, like this. I don't know if you can hear that,
You can see it now.
but it's perfect.
Okay.
I don't want him to see it. It looks like I'm waving the white flag.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Never surrender.
Sody, how was your week?
Yeah.
Good.
Happy to be here.
You were supposed to talk longer so I could chew.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
don't-
I'm sorry. How do you make every person that you know happy simultaneously? Is that possible?
Fool's errand.
Because I feel like that's kind of the goal. That's the task.
I'm with you, man.
At
I know. I try to keep everything kosher, and it's
Man,
hard
so-
and it's pointless.
Big life lesson. You got to be kind. Like,
Yeah.
do your job, right? The goal is to be nice, be kind, try to take everyone's feelings into consideration. But, man, you will kill yourself if you try to make sure everyone's
That's what I'm
happy.
wondering.
When I'm realizing you got to draw your lines, you got to find out where your lines are.
Well, at what point do you say, okay, only these people get the top tier, care?
Sure. How do you divide your
and love,
your
and
good
I've got
nature?
to save some for myself at the end of the
That's
day.
tough. You don't have endless good nature.
Well, some people try to, but frick, you'll run yourself to rags.
Tough, man.
Wow.
Is this how your week was?
No, man, I'm just asking for a friend.
I was gonna say because you got a fuzzy on your mic finally.
Oh my God, I'm so thrilled. Well, two great things happened today,
Yeah.
and I'll say great, not good. Doc gave me a hoodie that is camouflaged and Under Armour, so
Two of his favorite thing.
favorite pattern, favorite clothing company, and I finally got a go-kart air filter over my microphone, so my T's, P's, and S's will be a little less persistent.
Couldn't even hear the residual
You're not
sound
even-
effects of those consonants. Could
This
you?
microphone is no longer susceptible to hard consonants.
Exactly.
Killed it.
That's clean. Say susceptible.
I can't say that in normal life.
Meanwhile,
I'll-
Doc
I'll
takes
struggle.
his fuzzy off because he wants to try it.
I just want to be raw.
Dog.
All right.
No, I was doing like the
I get it, but it worked out that way.
Randy. Is that his name?
From
Randy Jackson.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to knock it Randy Jackson's out of there. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Big Randy.
100%. You nailed it. And you nailed the Step Brothers reference. My week, thank you for asking, was it was good. This week, infinitely better than the previous. And not that
so
anything was wrong with it. Sody, where's your towel at?
It's not that moist anymore.
I got water.
Had time to
Lick
cool
those
down.
fingers. Lick that white stuff off your fingers.
Man,
Do you have a
Sugary.
paper towel? Because
yeah, just keep going with your
Sugar.
week. Just keep going with your week. I'm
My
good.
week,
I'm good.
give me a paper towel.
All right.
I got
No, it's all right.
No, see, I got you. Watch this. Paper towel.
we're getting a bonus. There should be more, but it's fine. It's fine. Sody's making his own towelettes. Okay, good. As that happens, we'll get right into the NFL. My week was uneventful.
I had this grease spot he made. That's no fun for anybody.
Yeah, well, it was my paper towel.
Paper towels is what you initially took.
Yeah,
Correct.
I brought down like 6. You took
Correct.
4. And the other 2 were pre-moistened.
I have to do this one last time before I get into the next topic because it's a little bit painful. So give me this.
Why?
Doc, congratulations on the Packers.
Yeah, do you have the sound of someone packing cheese? Could we just be like...
and like the air being sucked out, or
the strip of tape just. Or a
I'll
truck
find it.
backing up. Boop.
I'll find it. How you feeling about it?
Here you go, sticky paws.
You're pretty excited.
Dude, I feel great. Man, this is you got.
Are you
this is
not a
nice.
fan?
This is fantastic.
Really?
Everybody should use wet paper towels.
The shit you figured out with water throughout the years.
I mean, the grease spot kind of
It is my element.
takes it down.
Water is
but-
your total element. When we lived together,
Grease spot helps
I'm
from your
not
hands
kidding at all.
drying out.
This man would fill a cup
It'll
with
seal in
ice
the
and
moisture.
water. You would fill a cup with ice with water, and you would set it there, allowing the water to chill. And then you would go outside and you would do your thing. I would pass by the counter and I'd be like, I would take a small sip, and you would come back in and look at me and say, "What the fuck?" I was like, "There's no way." He's like, "You drank this."
I was letting it aerate.
I was like, "I had a tiny sip."
I was ready.
That's your element.
Well, I started doing that with really tall cups where I'd fill them completely full of ice, no water, completely full of ice. And at 3 a.m., that thing would be half full with ice still floating in the top. And I'd look at it and say, "Thank God you're here."
Or else when you wake up in the morning.
Yep.
It's your favorite thing, and you just chug.
Oh, fun. No, never mind. Not fun. Keep going.
Well, you can talk about your Packers, Doc. It was like, my God. And so was it a Cowboys choke or a Packers dominance? It's kind of
No,
it's a pointless question because it was a little bit of both, but the Packers did absolutely.
it was
dominate.
not a little bit of both.
They dominated.
It was the Packers' dominance.
Well, what about Cowboys defense been good all year? They are not that bad.
Dude, if you
I have never seen anyone as open as Luke Musgrave. That was insane.
that was on purpose.
It was
Mike
a great play call.
McCarthy's trying to get
Amazing
fired,
play call.
which
But
didn't
he's not.
happen.
No, it's not. He's being retained. That's crazy. Bill Belichick's right there.
But I mean, Jerry Jones throwing his betting slip during
Wouldn't it great? Every time they cut to Jerry, just beside himself, getting redder and redder.
Dude,
I couldn't believe it.
It was just beautiful.
And I don't
mean,
necessarily have
perfect game.
anything against Jerry, but the amount of times they show him, it's kind of just fun to see him pissed off that his team's choking.
So I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing. The boys are loose. They've already exceeded expectations.
I just get pissed off when
You're
I
just
get
playing to
reminded
play.
that they're the youngest team.
You're just playing to play.
And look at them go. It sucks.
Playing to play.
Yeah, it's fun to see them win a playoff game with a roster that we thought was the worst we've seen of the Packers in a long time.
First half of the year, holy crap, did they look bad. Jordan Love looked awful.
And I was so pumped.
The Vikings were crushing them. And then Kirk popped his Achilles.
No, there it is.
Against your damn team.
I was waiting for it. How long did that take?
What,
We
for him
got
to
12
pop his
minutes?
Achilles?
12 minutes?
Well,
There's no way.
No, before the excuses
I'm
started
not
for
saying
the
I'm not
Vikings
saying you
season.
wouldn't have gotten better. You still got way better, but first game of the year was equivalent to the New Year's game. We just reversed.
Well, yeah, congratulations. You played rookie Jordan Love for the first half of the season.
I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm trying to give you flowers.
I don't
for the
know.
for the first time all damn year.
I don't think so. I can
real.
still feel it from you.
You know, it's just because I'm upset about it. But yeah, they
trauma.
dominated.
It's trauma.
And again, I have never seen anyone as open as Luke Musgrave on that.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for someone to come into frame, and it took until the 1 yard line.
Well, the funny thing is they tried that same play earlier in the season, but he slipped and fell down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
And so this time he didn't slip, and that's what happens. So
Wide open touchdown. It was a great play call.
no, and it's you keep off air, you keep posing the question, right? Is it Matt LaFleur or is it Jordan Love?
Well, now
And
it's
so it's both.
Now it's both. It's
both.
It became both.
And if you look, the question's being asked, right? What's different? What's different? Well, there's one big, obvious difference in the Packers from last year to this year.
Oh, geez.
Some guy's out in New York now.
Yeah.
He's not the cancer for the team anymore.
Is that it?
That's it.
100%. Him
Yeah.
and LaFleur were they got
No.
along great.
No,
Aren't they
because
buds?
what do you do, right? Aaron Rodgers, for as trash as he is, he's first ballot Hall of Famer.
Uh-huh.
So you got to build the offense around that guy. You're going to kind of tailor it to him, whatever.
I will maintain, barring his MVP season, the 2 years previous and what was it, the 1 year after, Kirk was the better quarterback.
Sure.
I just have to make that point. That's all I have.
But so now that he's gone, you're actually truly seeing LaFleur's offense.
For sure.
That's what Jordan Love's doing.
And I even said the Packers didn't. It was a bad loss in the playoffs, but throughout the year, I said to myself, "God, what year was this?" But just watching it, it was maybe LaFleur's second year. But I was just watching, and I said, "This is an amazing offensive scheme."
Yeah.
I've never seen a team use the pass as the same way that teams would try to use the run game. Just by putting a tight end in the flat, and somehow there's just never anyone within 5 yards, and it was a guaranteed 5 to 6 yards on first down every time, and then the rest of the offense just followed it, and it was just smooth to watch, and that's when I was upset, and I knew LaFleur was a great coach.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You can still become a Packers fan. You can still.
I might next season.
I'll tell you, I don't hate them like most Vikings fans do. LaFleur is great,
Man, I just loved it too. At the beginning of the season, I told you this at the day job. We were talking about how I was watching the news in the morning. Right, I put the news on before my daughter starts yelling, "No news, all done news." She hates the news. We don't even have to turn. It's not even on yet. And she's like, "No,
yeah, good.
where's my cartoons?"
Are you kidding me?
Anyways, I digress. No, we had the news on, right? And every single news anchor was just dogging on the Packers. Like,
for dominating a playoff game?
No, like this, I'm talking about beginning of the season.
Oh my God.
Just trash talk.
Minnesota
like,
media was reveling.
Oh, man. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, my God.
Aaron Rodgers is gone. You guys are going to be trash.
It was at the beginning of this season that I did realize, and it's something that Packers fans give Vikings fans a lot of shit for, saying you cheer more for the Packers being bad than you do for the Vikings being good. And right. I was always like, no, I personally,
I don't.
I do not.
That's why I can do this with you.
Yes.
A lot of Vikings fans do, though.
And oh my God, is it so true? Especially at the beginning of this year.
It's so bad.
Because we sucked at the beginning of the year. Do you remember? I think we were 1-4, 1-5.
Well, you guys were talking about tanking.
All anybody could talk about was how bad the Packers were. I was like, you guys were fine.
We're way worse.
Yeah. No, but it's great. Again, like I said, they've exceeded expectations. They're playing loose. If they play like they did the first half of the game in Dallas, they'll beat the 49ers. Here we go. Let's go.
Wait, official prediction?
If they play like they did against Dallas in the first half, they will beat the 49ers.
What's the score at halftime? What's the score at final?
The thing is, I honestly agree with that. Like, if the Packers play a perfect game, and if the Niners don't, Packers could absolutely win.
Well, I think the Niners can even play their perfect game, but if the Packers are as good as they are first half,
disagree.
A
Niners perfect game is the best team in the league, and nobody can beat that.
No,
that's what I think. That's absolutely
Brock
what I think.
Purdy has shown you why he wasn't a first-round quarterback in the draft the past 5 weeks.
You're talking about a solid MVP candidate for 90% of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but you want to talk about, is it the quarterback or is it the system?
When's the last time he lost a game?
That's a good point.
Huh?
I agree.
When's the last time Brock Purdy lost?
I'm pretty sure it was like the last week of the season.
Really?
Yeah,
well, Purdy didn't. Nobody played.
No,
they didn't play anyone.
That's what I'm saying. The past 4 or 5 weeks for the 49ers,
they
haven't looked good.
No, they've come back.
Or are they rested?
It was the middle of the season, and the Vikes started it.
Boys, we'll see.
Niners have looked good again.
No, that's all right.
I will say, Niners offensive line and their tight ends and McCaffrey, Purdy is an afterthought. If they get dialed in and those boys get a sweat on and get their feet in the dirt, I have a lot more respect for the Packers than I did the week before.
Correct.
I will say. They showed up, and I'm super pumped on that. It just makes our division look better. But Niners are a beast to be dealt with.
Yes.
They will run it down your throat, get the ball back somehow, and
is
do it all over again.
Is the run defense still a weak link for Green Bay? He didn't know.
Didn't look like it last week.
No, true.
Jalen Hurts is
good.
Only good.
Well, here's the thing. I did see something that all year the Cowboys thrived in man-to-man. And like
oh, that's right. They played the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
And then they go to zone all game. Jordan Love picks them apart. Floor schemes perfectly against it. And they don't run the ball at all.
Well, has Pollard's been serviceable this season, right?
Mediocre.
At best.
Not great. Didn't have the output fantasy owners were hoping for.
Well, they couldn't run the ball, right? They were down 27-3.
It's a good point. It happened just like that.
Throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
No, it'd be interesting, right? I think it'd be interesting. I think it's going to be a good game. What do you have to lose? Mm-hmm. Boys, you already beat expectations.
The season.
Go out there and play football.
Yeah.
You already proved everyone wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is nothing but playoff experience now because everyone besides Aaron Jones is on their rookie contract in the offense.
Is Aaron Jones the most underrated running back in football?
I absolutely think so. And because he keeps doing it, and he just got healthy at the right time.
Yep. When he's healthy, similar to McCaffrey, he's a guy that will just eat.
And can do it all.
Yep.
Can do literally everything.
Yeah. He's talented. I wouldn't mind him in purple when he's 40.
I'd take it over Madison. You kidding me?
So what do we do
anything
at
over
running back
Madison,
next
right?
year? What do we do at running back?
It's funny. Our old pal Trevor over at Heavy on Vikings has some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Any final words about the Packers? Your team looks good, man.
Go Pack, go.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it. That's fine. I do just have to. Sorry. Okay. Trevor Squire, Heavy on Vikings.
That proves.
I gave the Packers way too much credit that segment. I had to end it with a little fart.
Because we'd rather talk crap than talk good about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not one of those Minnesota Vikings fans.
Hey, a harmless fart noise. Come on. Over what most of our employees give you
It speaks volumes.
day in, day out.
Cubic inches, actually, with gas, usually you would.
Exactly.
Volumes.
According to Trevor Squire, Vikings urged to sign $8 million Pro Bowler to replace Madison. He signed a 1-year contract with the Eagles. Eagles, first of all, love their meltdown for the season. Love that they got whooped by the Bucs. That was amazing. Sirianni, maybe the biggest douche in the league.
Covered
Maybe
in
he's
popcorn.
a good guy, but Christ is he douchey to watch.
Did you see his Eagle
you don't
fan
like him?
douse him in popcorn?
Yeah, saying you're done, Nick.
Yep.
You're fucking done.
I loved it.
Tossing popcorn at him.
That's Philly.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's Philly, right?
They
for,
booed
for,
Santa.
for better or worse, that's Philly. Yeah, they boo Santa. It's Philly. Anyways, I, especially as someone who owns Swift and Fantasy, will say that they did not use him as they should have because he looked great every time he got extended usage in games. He's young. He won't cost too much. I say let's get him. I think you're onto something, Trev.
I think that'd be a fun one.
Right?
You don't think it'll cost too much?
Well, see, the other part is Madison was signed to a 2-year, so we would still have Madison. But that's a great 1-2 punch. I don't
He's
know
a
what
great
happens to Ty
backup.
Chandler. Ty Chandler as your third back?
What do you think?
I'll take it.
What do
He
you
was a
think?
good enough backup to where we wanted him to be a starter.
Yeah, for real.
Now let's
and that was partly
him
how
a
bad
backup.
Madison was, but still.
What do you think it costs for Swift?
Well, no, he's
What
going
would
to be
you be
free.
willing-
He can be free agent. Oh, sure, money.
Yeah. What would you pay?
So I guess he
9.
he was $8 million on the Eagles.
What did
No,
So it's
that
probably
wasn't
ri-
his contract.
That wasn't.
No,
Maybe that's what Trevor's saying we should
Did you not
sign
prep?
him for. I didn't read it all.
his contract was I think like $2 million. I think if you look at a valuation
I think you're right.
standpoint, he was worth $8 million this
I
past
think
year.
you are absolutely right.
What did Dalvin wanted 8, didn't he? Or 9?
He got 8 from the Jets.
Oh, he wanted 12 or something.
Sport Track projected Swift to garner a contract worth $5.6 million a year in free agency after he's earned $8.6 million across the 4 years of his rookie contract.
It's not bad.
No, you can retire comfortably. at
That's
3.
literally what
Yeah.
our offense is missing. If our offensive line can get healthy, it's a good offensive line.
Well, you're also missing a quarterback currently.
We're getting Kirk. It's happening.
Oh, are you breaking that?
No,
Are we breaking that?
no, it's rumored
Oh,
Wait, what's the rumor?
that Kirk likes where his family is. Everything's good. He's done asking for the most amount of money possible. He said that's not what it's about anymore. So we're gonna get him 2 for $70.
Steal.
$70 million.
Steal.
Is a
Compared
lot
to the
of money.
quarterback market, hey,
Yeah.
as long as we got Kirk, we ain't rebuilding.
So are we gonna back that
I really
Brinks
hope
truck
that's
up
true.
to Cousins' house instead of
He
Jefferson's?
So he lives in Rosemount.
No, we pay him both.
Back that down there.
We pay him both.
So then we just don't have defense for the next 10 years.
We got to draft it. I want all defensive draft, but I also kind of want quarterback.
What's the Vikings even?
That's all we do is draft defense and quarterbacks.
No, we haven't drafted like any defense. We haven't drafted a defensive lineman in the first 3 rounds in damn near 10 years.
Sure about that?
I'm not totally sure about that, but there's something stupid. There's a stupid stat like that, and I read it on a few episodes ago.
that?
My damn phone.
Telling you. It was a thing. I would like DeAndre Swift. I think that'd be cool. And I think we'd use him way the hell better than Philly did. Seriously, what happened to Philly? Either way, I loved it. This is great.
No more tush push.
I know the Bucks stopped the tush push twice this year. Go Bucks. Is what you get. Go Bucks. Nice.
So you guys, your cap space is $29 million. So how are you signing Kirk?
Dude, all we've done is draft defense.
You know that doesn't mean
Lewis
anything.
Cine,
What are you talking
Jeff
about?
Gladney.
Well, sure. So we
Mike
give him.
Hughes,
So you sign Kirk, but you
Trey Waynes. Xavier Rhodes, all those guys are studs.
Everything that I hear is that nobody is worried about signing both Kirk and Jefferson. But then, yeah, where's the defense? It's coming. Another story from Trevor. Assuming Harry has played his last snap in purple, which would devastate me. Let's play the hypothetical. That's the case. According to Trevor, Vikings poised to replace Harrison Smith with $18 million All-Pro.
That's a lot of money.
Bring him home, baby. Sky you ma, row the boat, baby. Go Gophers, baby.
Yep. Who we talking about?
A-Dub-J.
A-Dub-J.
Yeah.
I know. I wanted him in the draft.
Sames.
Mm-hmm.
What year did he go?
He went a few years ago, and we took someone else.
Jeff Gladney.
We took Gladney instead.
So that's what I was. Real quick, I just want to talk about 2022.
Oh, hey, all right. Didn't he pass? Did Jeff Gladney?
No, he's in jail. He beat his girlfriend.
Well, right, but didn't he also die?
No. I mean,
Jeff Gladney death. Jeff Gladney is dead.
what?
May 30th, 2022. Yes.
How?
What?
It was a traffic collision, car accident. Yeah, it was a total thing. I was excited about Jeff Gladney, but I also wanted Antoine Whitfield.
So listen to this.
I think
Since
that would be an awesome replacement. He's great, but sure, will we have the money? Who knows?
2013, we've drafted predominantly defense. Sharif Floyd, have his jersey.
Yeah, you do.
Medical botched.
Yeah, back surgery.
Botched procedure ended his career.
Yes.
Xavier Rhodes,
Great career with the Vikes.
for a little bit.
Yeah, handful of years as
And then I believe he got torched harder than the girl that dated that fire guy in Element
his
or Elemental.
his
That's a Pixar film, isn't it?
haven't seen it. His last year in Minnesota wasn't the best, but there was a year or two. I remember there was one year when Rhodes Close became the thing. He shut down everyone. It was great. All the number ones.
But yeah, Sharif Floyd, Xavier Rhodes, Cordero Patterson were all first-round picks.
Yeah, same year.
2014, Anthony Barr, Teddy Bridgewater, two more valued members of this
for sure.
franchise. 2015, Trey Waynes.
I was convinced that Teddy would get a Bridgewater before. What?
Trey Waynes.
No, that Teddy would get a Super Bowl before he retired. I was convinced. That's how big of a fan I was.
2016, a favorite year of mine. 23rd overall, first round, we took Laquan Treadwell, and I was pumped.
All-time great rookie highlight tape.
Yep. 2017, we did not have a first-round pick.
Dakota, are you familiar with his rookie highlight tape? Oh, God.
Anyway, he didn't pan out. 2018, we took Mike Hughes, another solid cornerback.
God dang it. Couldn't stay healthy.
No, we had him for a season or two, maybe three. Garrett Bradbury in 2019.
He's good. He's doing good. He's doing better.
2020, we turned things around with a little guy named Justin Jefferson at 22, and then Jeff Gladney, RIP, at 31. 2021, we took Darisaw. 22, Lewis Seen. In 2023, we resurrected ourselves a bit with Addison. So that's why everybody's like, oh, we need to draft defense, right? I'm cool if we don't. We drafted a wide receiver in 23, Addison,
Okay.
a tackle in 21, Darisaw,
Okay.
a receiver in 20, Jefferson, a center in 2019, Bradbury. But as far as defensive picks since 2013, Sharif Floyd, Xavier Rhodes, Anthony Barr worked. Trey Waynes a bit. But Mike Hughes, Jeff Gladney, Lewis Seen.
Yeah. And where's the D-line? Where's the D-line? I'm a firm believer this league is one in the trenches.
Yeah.
Where's our D-line?
Did you know that somebody brought up a stat on K-Fan? I got to give them credit. That out of the 8 teams playing in the final games this weekend,
Trenches.
3 out of the 4 defensive linemen on every team, most of them are 4, but at least 3 out of the 4 are first-round draft picks.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
First-round
Of course.
draft picks.
And then look at Philly's D-line, too. And, like, their defense sucked, but they had good D-line.
Hey, remember Matt Khalil? He was fun. Percy Harvin.
After
Christian
his rookie
Ponder.
year, we thought this is our left tackle for 10 years at least. And then he got awful. It made
Can
no
you
sense.
name the last D lineman we drafted in the first round? It was 2005, 18th pick.
Oh, is that Kenichi?
Erasmus James.
Erasmus James.
04 was Kenichi Udeza.
Okay, I was a year off.
Now, 2003, we had a hell of a
Is
draft.
Erasmus James? I think he was
Kevin
I think,
Williams
I think
was
he was
03.
Wisconsin. I know.
Man,
I think Erasmus
that's the
James
last
was
guy
the
that
Badger.
hit. I'm no 06 Chad Greenway,
Yep.
first rounder.
He's a great Vike. Great bike.
And I'm sorry, these are all only first rounders.
Right. I just think we have to go defense.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, there it is. Dakota, do me a favor quick.
Defensive
bring up
line,
YouTube
though.
on your phone. You're going to get a huge kick out of this.
Is this boring you?
Well, I mean, you guys.
For a guy in the playoffs.
You guys are just.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our season's done, and we're looking forward to the draft.
We need something, dude. All right. Before we move on, super quick, you're just going to Google Laquan Treadwell Vikings highlights. It's a 19-second video. It's the greatest rookie highlight video there is.
Whoa, better than Tavon Austin?
Well, yeah.
So I'm looking at college or what? What am I looking at?
Nope. Did you just type in Laquan Treadwell Vikings highlights?
Oh, Vikings.
Yep. Laquan Treadwell Vikings highlights. It's a 19-second video.
Of course it is. It's Viking highlights.
The thumbnail is of Sam Bradford.
Huh.
And you put the volume on. Put it up to the mic. He had one catch his
One
rookie
catch.
year. That's his rookie highlights.
Yep. For like 14 yards. Got stopped immediately.
That's his.
Why do you do this to yourselves?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Why?
It's an excuse.
It's
to
all.
drown
It's all we know.
ourselves
I don't
in
know
alcohol.
anything else.
Your next door neighbors are winners.
I know this. I've never known anything else. Maybe if we finally win, I'll be like, why the hell was I a fan for the previous 30 years?
Do you like being hurt?
No.
Well, hang on. I might.
Yeah.
At this point,
I'm starting to think I'm okay with it.
a little bit of a masochist.
Sato. Neo Sato. Masochist.
Neo Sato.
Jesus.
Dude's trying to come out here saying I'm not a Neo Sato. Straight up mass. Like, oh, no.
Sorry.
What's a Neo Sato?
You tell me.
Kind of partially.
15 hospitalized at the Chiefs game.
Did
Part of the
it
weather?
part of the stadium
This
collapse?
from the weather. This is from CBS.
Is it two of those idiots that had their shirts off?
Guaranteed, right? Chiefs Dolphins wildcard game. 15
they had
fans
frosted
hospitalized, dozens treated for hypothermia symptoms. And I think that's just people being stupid because I know we've been to colder games in Minnesota than that.
No frosted tip jokes.
Well, that was the
nice.
fourth coldest game in history.
Really?
Yeah.
What was colder, that or our wild card game against the Seahawks where Bud Grant went out in a polo?
It was
Probably that.
Jaximus Maximus in the Colosseum in ancient Rome.
Oh. That counts in NFL history?
Yeah.
Well, it was a stadium game.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Packers have had colder ones, right?
I'm sure they're at the top of the list.
Foxborough?
I'm trying to find it for you.
Oh, nice. He's on it. He's on the research.
Wait, why did one get canceled for temperature, but the other one got canceled for...
It wasn't temperature. It was like planes wouldn't have been able, like there was zero visibility and stuff. It was because winds were like 60 miles an hour too.
Okay.
But man, they were showing footage from that. You couldn't see 5 feet in front of your face. How cool would it have been if they actually played though?
Run the ball.
Like
Run
everyone
the
in the
damn
stadium
ball.
would not have been able to see what was happening. But if they could find a way to get cameras on that, that would have been an awesome game.
All right. So number 4,
Infrared.
Dolphins at Chiefs, right?
Okay.
-4 degrees at kickoff. Number 3, Seahawks at Vikings, 2016.
Yep.
Let's go.
Bud Grant in a fucking polo.
TCF
Wait,
Bank Stadium.
2016?
Yes, with Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, it was with Teddy
Oh,
Bridgewater.
yeah.
That's
Bud
what
Grant was on the side.
That was wide
I'm like,
left.
'cause that
Blair
was
Walsh from 27.
Ryan was
That was
at
after
game.
your stadium collapsed, right? And you
Well,
were playing at the Gopher Stadium.
we got
it
a
was while
massive
we were
amount of snow.
building the new one. Yes, but
Yep.
correct.
Temperature was -6, wind chill -25.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Seahawks won that game. Shocker.
Wide left.
I just explained what happened.
Blair.
Wide
Walsh.
left from 27,
Great eyebrows.
10 to 9.
No leg.
Are you okay?
No,
His leg was frozen.
who were the top
Number 2, Chargers at Bengals, 1982.
two? Ooh,
Man, pretty warm for LA.
in San Diego, huh? We had the same idea.
Come on.
Somehow it was -9 out there. Global warming, eh?
Nino.
Hey,
And the
what's
coldest
El
game
Nino
in-
Spanish for?
The child.
It was an SNL joke. You didn't pick up on it. Bad job.
I'm sorry, I don't watch this now.
El Nino Spanish for the
coldest
Nino.
game in history here, boys.
Okay.
Green Bay.
Is it the cheese?
Cowboys at Packers in the Ice Bowl, eh?
Ice Bowl.
Stories
That's
a
right.
stadium could tell.
You've done the tour?
I have.
Yeah, that's what to say. Yeah.
I went to Foxborough. They won 6 Super Bowls.
That's all he's got as a Vikings fan. All right, before we move on,
I went there.
That's a lot of NFL.
Kind of as a Patriots
The
fan.
playoffs are great. This week's matchups: Texans Ravens. Who wins?
Texans.
Ravens.
Ravens. Packers Niners. Who wins?
Niners.
Packers.
Niners. Bucks Lions. Who wins?
Bucks.
Baker's going to bake.
If
Bucks.
Baker's doming smelling salts like he
Bucks.
was coming
Oh my
out of
God,
the
for
tunnel.
real. I don't care
Oh,
how.
did you hear the noise he made?
No.
He went cracked like 2 and then he went threw his helmet on and started twitching. I'm like, nobody had a shot. Nobody in that stadium had a shot. Baker Mayfield threw for 300 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had dude was
He had a great game. He's apparently injured with an ankle and cracked ribs.
doming smelling salts till he couldn't feel, and the hand of God was personally massaging his central nervous system.
Let's bring back this guy's commercials.
I
dude,
love Baker.
Biggest mistake Cleveland ever made.
Seriously.
you remember him on Hard
All
Knocks?
that money spent on a rapist.
When they told
they
him
could have just kept Baker.
they
Look at him
said,
go.
just so you know, you're going to be a backup.
Right.
And they said, we hope you're okay with that. And he goes, well, it's a little weird. You drafted me number 1 overall in the draft, but sure, put me where
Right.
you want. Mm-hmm. He goes, as soon as I get that spot, it's mine.
Yeah.
And then somebody got hurt. And it was Jacoby Brissett or something beat it over him his rookie year.
Yeah.
And he just torched.
He came. Yeah, I remember his first game. We were texting with the group chat. He looked good his first game,
And
and
see-
I think he was kind of done dirty by just a carousel of Browns bullshit.
I believe that if he would have stayed with Cleveland, he would not be the Baker of today. He needed that adversity.
I think he'd be really good with Stefanski,
I don't.
especially in that defense.
When he
They
is,
the Browns, as good as they were, even though they look bad in playoffs, as good as they were all season with Baker, they would have been better.
comfortable Baker Mayfield. When he's comfortable, that's his team. He's fine.
Yep.
What does he do? Not much. When he's pissed off,
Yeah,
when he's an underdog,
he's one
when
of those
someone
players.
said you're trash,
Yeah.
Baker comes out, grabs a hand of schnutz,
Sure.
and lets the world know.
Man, I just
Hand of
love. I
schnitz.
love in college when I think it was Kansas or someone wouldn't shake his hand
Kansas
at-
State.
at the halftime or not
Or,
the
yeah, no,
halftime,
Kansas.
at the coin toss,
The
and
schnutz.
he just was like, "Okay, I
Yep.
got you."
No, he was on
Tore
the
him up.
sideline
See, he gets
yelling
fired
at
up.
the other players.
He's that kind of player.
Grabbing his groin.
Yep.
Shaking it at him like, come get a taste.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, the NFL guys are going to see that, and they're not going to want to draft a guy first overall.
Yeah.
Secretly the NFL guys are like, "Oh my God, hell yes, I want that.
That's our guy. That's our guy.
We got to go after that
we got
guy.
it. We got to get that."
Who? The guy who grabbed his balls. I want him.
Hey, similar story, but opposite results. What did Johnny Manziel text to Browns ownership right before they picked him? Let's wreck this league together. And I'm sure the Browns were just like, "Oh yeah,
No,
he's,
it was
still,
a
he's
typo.
still here at 22." Oh,
Johnny sent that to the wrong person. It was to his buddy, and it was, let's wreck this bag together.
we're going to Vegas.
In a bathroom at a Chili's, man.
Exactly.
Talk about a dark mentality.
Oh man.
Did you ever watch that documentary?
Yeah.
I'm glad he's okay.
Me too. He seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Yeah.
Seems like he means well, is what I'm saying.
It's tough to be bad when you're born with that much money. You really don't have much excuse not to be a super good philanthropist.
It's a good point. If you're not nice, what the hell are you?
Could you imagine us if we were born millionaires?
I'd like to think nothing would change.
No, you'd still be a controlling jerk, but
Yeah.
we love you.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I didn't mean jerk.
We would still. He wouldn't buy us a bigger table.
No. Well, we'd get 12 toaster strudels,
Instead of 6.
even though we never ate
We make it
all.
work with 6.
Oh, yeah.
Man, are 3 of them just sitting there? We all only had 1? That's too bad.
No, it's cool.
You
I'm
should
wait-
have made 6.
You got to put that strudel in your mouth.
Can we do my top 5?
Can you ice it?
That's
Another
your job.
Rushmore. You bet.
Good one. Okay. So did I tell you what this top 5 is? I know I told Doc. I try to give Doc a little leg up because he's not as good as movies.
You probably prefaced, but
Because, little tease, we got the quotes game again.
What?
Quotes game is back.
What do you mean quotes?
Quotes. Lights. Camera. We're not doing it right now. We'll do it later.
Little tease.
We couldn't get Joey to re-record that while he was here.
Am I not good enough?
Well, you're good.
He's
I mean, Hollywood only chewed you up and spit you
yeah,
out.
sure did.
It's not great.
Sure did.
If you were great, you'd still be there.
Disney Pixar.
We wouldn't be in your basement right
What?
now.
We're talking about Disney Pixar.
We'd be at a premiere of you starring in a Billy Bob Thornton
We went to
movie.
a couple of premieres. I don't want to hear that. We went to a Mr. Woodcock premiere with Billy Bob Thornton and Sean William Scott, Susan Sarandon.
Where did
I
Billy-
took you
I'm
to
jealous.
that
Where did Billy Bob touch you with his ball?
in the chest in my face.
Chest and face? You sure?
Yeah,
If we watch the trailer for Mr. Woodcock right now,
chest and head.
will we see you groin shot?
Is that no? My stomach.
Are you sure?
I remember because they had the machine aimed at me for like 30 takes.
No, Billy Bob threw it. Come on, don't give any Hollywood secrets.
So for the what was funny though, for the long shot, like across court, he actually did throw that one. For the close one was okay. Put it up to the mic. It's fine. Oh, you're just watching the trailer.
Yeah, didn't you say? Is it?
Hang
am I
on.
gonna
Yep,
see it?
watch.
I already know the answer. You are a disgrace to fat, gelatinous, out of shape little kids the world over. Hang on. Don't you even think about letting go.
Yeah, you can't
Oh,
really
maybe
see
not,
me in
maybe
the
not.
trailer. It's quick scene. Anyways, so yeah, totally,
I was way off.
totally in Mr. Woodcock. We're doing Disney Pixar.
Ooh,
My top 5.
controversial, wouldn't you say?
It is, and I had a hard time. I had a really hard time. You can even see I had to scratch out my number 5 and put a new one.
I can't see that because you're holding it away from me.
Exactly, because then I'd ruin it.
Oh.
Yep. Hey Doc, pay attention to me.
I'm focusing.
No,
It's
he's
all-
watching you get
It's
hit
all
in the
about
nuts.
you, baby.
You really?
Yeah, this is great. You just talk about your show.
No.
We're having
I need
fun.
you guys to pay attention. We can talk about it.
Wait for him. Boom! Right there. Look how small
Oh
you were.
my god!
Yuck it up.
Did your doctor ever tell you you were underdeveloped?
Oh, and then he kind of limps off.
No, my agent
This
told
is
me I
great.
made thousands of dollars from that. And that's all I cared about.
Really?
I don't know how much.
Where's
I
that
made.
money now?
I have no idea. It probably got shit out into college and
Mike's.
Are you kidding me? Your dad built a bitchin' barn up north after that. That's when the barn
that's
got built.
where a cabin came from, huh?
That's Woodcock cash.
That's my cabin.
Well,
Woodcock cash.
Yeah.
Damn right. You guys ready? Can I start? You guys are so excited. We all love Pixar. I know we do. Come on, Sody.
I did.
Why not anymore?
Do you want me to get into that?
No,
Afterward.
we don't
Do you want me to start
No,
that
don't
way?
you can still enjoy the movies. You
I do. The old ones. The ones before they were pushing political agendas and trying to parent.
They're good stories, dude.
I'm sure a lot of them are.
Yeah. That's the ones I'm doing. Ready?
Is Toy Story on that list?
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen.
Good. Okay. Number 5, Bug's Life.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
We're off to a great start.
I will say I crossed out Inside Out. Inside Out's probably 6.
Hey, speaking of political insurrection, the grasshopper brings up a great point in that movie that I think all Americans should hear.
What is it?
Imagine this little, what does he say? He's holding, they're at the bar, remember? And they have like a little, they have seeds or something. Imagine this seed is one ant.
No, it's imagine this rock is a seed. Or that's Flick to Dot. Okay, keep going.
No,
Sorry.
the grasshopper's telling his
Yeah.
other grasshopper
Yeah.
cronies.
The
Okay.
food. That's the food. Yeah.
Imagine this little seed
Mm-hmm.
is one ant, and he throws it at a guy, right? Nothing, right? He goes, but imagine if they all decide to have the same idea. They don't like the way
Oh,
that
and
the
he pulls the thing
grasshoppers
and all
are
the-
operating.
Yeah.
The where we show up, make you do all the work, we take the food, give you just enough to survive, and go back to work. If they all started thinking like that, and he rips the tunnel off, 3 different grasshoppers die.
What a good movie.
Yep. And he says, this is why we don't want the ants thinking, especially together.
Can you, to that point, can you imagine if the insects of planet Earth just realize the numbers advantage they have over literally every other living being on Earth?
Do you want to talk about,
They
Are
outnumber.
the citizens of America?
do you want to talk about percentage of
For
body
sure.
weight
I'm-
that
I'm
something
saying-
can lift that's more than insects?
Exactly.
Ants, beetles.
I'm saying
If they're
ants,
human size, we're effed.
like insects
properly.
outnumber humans like 6 million to 1 on Earth.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If they had the sentience to decide, like fire ants, we're going to crawl on this guy's nose while he sleeps and
We're
eat
toast.
his brain.
Absolutely toast.
Done.
You were going nose at first, but yeah.
Thank God he kept them as dumb as he did.
This is already a great top 5. Look at the conversation being
But watch
generated.
Bug's Life, especially the grasshopper scene.
Yes.
It's time.
Okay. Number 4. Oh man. No, I'll keep it. I almost wanted to switch 5 and 4. Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Just keep swimming. Number 3.
What's the address?
P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
No, what's the number?
remembered
though?
it again.
What's the number though?
P. Sherman
There's a number. There's like
42
Yep. there you go.
Wallaby Way, Sydney. I said that.
So
P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
who's the voice of Dory?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay. I got my shirt next week.
Really?
Is this something that's just been in the closet? And did I just
You just
Did
did
I?
it.
triggered
You
the...
just lit up. You greenlit the shirt for
Let's
next
go.
week.
Hey, just, show off your shirt. Show a camera. We're on cameras. No, this is Pat Thick.
And this
Look at
is
those
a
cheeks.
This
Look at
is
those cheeks.
yeah. That's a nice ass.
He's got a lot of
It
sun
sure
down
is.
there. That's an even tone. He does this a lot.
He starfishes.
Water only amplifies the sunlight with the reflection.
They call that sunning.
This is a nice little callback to Georgie's last week question rule top 5.
Oh, callback? I never
Or
had
Mount
one of those.
Rushmore.
Weird.
Number 3,
Up.
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Ah, here we go. Here we go.
Number 3 is Toy Story. I couldn't necessarily pick between the 4. I think I just had to go with the orig.
Yeah, the original's the best one.
Okay. I love them all, though.
Yeah,
Doc,
because the first one was good.
Doc shed tears.
Yeah.
For which
Movie
one?
Theater.
For 4.
4.
Yeah, 4 was
Name
brilliant.
a sequel that you like more than the original. I'll wait.
Oh, that's a challenge, but give me a minute. Of any movie ever.
Well, it's hard to do. It's not something you can immediately go. So,
That's a good point.
yes, Toy Story is the best Toy Story.
Because it set up the franchise. It kind of inherently the best.
It's the movie.
Harry Potter. I'll take 2 over 1.
You will?
It's just my most watched.
Is it?
Chamber of
It's
Secrets.
my most watched. Yeah. The movie.
But imagine you started it too. You would never be in love with that movie and franchise the way you
Oh,
are.
you totally could.
I feel like you could.
You don't need one.
I kind of
Without
did
the
start,
strife
I
you
also
went through
I
in the
also
first
did
one?
kind of start at 2. I think
You sick.
it's the first one I remember.
Whenever I used to reread the books,
Mhm.
I would always start at 5.
Interesting. Is this the longest one?
Yeah, I mean the first 4
See,
are.
it's funny for like series and trilogies or sagas. If I like to rewatch it a lot, like I do with Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, I'll pick somewhere in the middle because I just feel like I'm in the middle of it. There's no beginning or end, and I still have a long way to go, and I can disappear for longer.
What's the best Star
It's a total mental thing, but that's why I always watch the second Lord of the Rings over the first or the third. I know less about Star Wars, but
Attack of the Clones. Easy
sure.
answer.
okay. So there's 2 left. Any guesses, guys?
Up.
Okay.
Yeah, Up's one of them.
I don't
And
know.
hang on. Let me just look at Pixar.
Yeah, bring up
films.
a little list. So far we've got Bug's Life, Finding Nemo, Toy Story. Hey, I got a little list right here. Wall-E,
Ooh.
Incredibles, Monsters Inc., Coco, Inside Out.
Inside Out's a banger.
It's a super banger.
Wait, Rango?
It's
That's
not
Pixar?
No, that's just Disney. There's a difference. I have to do a Disney list next week probably.
Disney Lixt.
Yep.
Ratatouille was good.
He's never seen Ratatouille.
You serious?
I have not seen Ratatouille. That is correct.
Okay, well
Mm-hmm.
this list is already effed.
Is it?
Ooh, Cars is Incredibles?
What do you got? Come on. What's number 2?
Monsters?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, hang on. So
One of those is off my list. One of Up, Incredibles, or Monsters Inc. or
I think-
Wall-E.
I think
Fucking
it's-
Wall-E?
no, I don't think
Wall-E
Wally makes
doesn't
the
make
list.
your list 'cause you just
I
acted
think
like
it's
that.
you making the list. Wally has a great message though. We need to. We're gonna all die in trash.
Guaranteed.
Start Cuban.
I'm trying.
So that's why he's so sad. That's why it's not Wally. It's Wally. It's just trash. Everything's trash. The world is trash.
Eva.
Yep. He's so excited to see something clean like an iPad.
Yeah.
But I think Incredibles makes your list and Monsters Inc. makes your list.
So you think I left off Up?
Yep.
Number 2.
I think you had more fun watching Incredibles and Monsters Inc. than
He's
you
never
did
seen
Up.
Monsters Inc.
I have.
Oh.
Yes, I have.
Monsters U.
I haven't seen Monsters U.
Oh, okay.
Number 2.
You're not missing much.
Number 2 is Up.
Frick.
Number 2 is Up.
Number 1 is Incredibles.
I mentioned it a second or at the beginning of the show. Last week was tough for whatever reason. My version of seasonal depression was hitting hard. I said it like 4 times. It's fine. Anyways,
Wait, you got sad?
yeah, I got sad, and came across Up for some reason, and I was like, I'm watching Up, and this was actually after we recorded last week, and then
Did you use a Kleenex?
I only started it, but picked it back up the next morning, and
He made it through the opening scene.
no,
and
Christ,
said, I'm going to bed.
for real though, I was damn near sobbing. So at the beginning, Ellie's adventure book, and then she has the back half of the book for their adventures once they get to Paradise Falls,
Yeah.
right? Carl goes through all this stuff. He's never looked at the book. They're traveling there, and they get to like an odd. He doesn't think it's going to happen. This was stupid. He finds the book, and then is flipping through it, and then the pages say for Paradise Falls is their fucking marriage and all the times they've had together. I fucking lost it. I could not believe. Like, oh my god, what a beautiful movie!
It's incredible.
It is. Oh my god.
So I don't know what.
Imagine how crappy it would have been if that guy we had on our show
would have been the voice.
If Brian would have ended up doing it.
Wouldn't have been the same.
I don't know what. I don't.
He
know
would
if
have
it's
ruined Russell for me.
Caw.
Brian would have ruined Russell for me.
I think it's either year 2 or year 3. One of them for your wedding anniversary is leather.
Okay.
So that's what. Whenever you do it, big guy.
Fire up your bike.
But so that's what I got my wife
Mm.
as a leather bound adventure book.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Great
it.
idea. Do you guys have things in it?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You didn't stop at a saddle shop, I hope.
Well, only for assless chaps.
Okay. For you. Public service announcement. Public service announcement. All chaps are assless. Otherwise, they're just leather jeans. They're just leather pants. You've never seen a guy wearing chaps with an ass. If a guy's anybody's wearing leather pants, those are leather pants, but chaps are crotch and assless. So assless chaps bugs me. I don't know if you've noticed.
Pop off, King.
Working at Harley, people used to come in and be like, do I got to get some assless chaps?
I
out
bought
of
my
this?"
assless chaps with my cowboy boots.
It's Western work. Unless you own at least 50 head of cattle. Or a horse.
Oh, going back to episode 1.
But yeah, assless chaps. No thank you. They're just
Okay.
chaps.
So-
That chap's my ass. Assless.
What a conversation generator this top 5 is. Number 1.
Wait, you're thrilled. Now you're validated.
Yeah,
you're
I'm so validated
Your
right now.
list created organic conversation.
So happy about my list.
I got more animated about assless chaps.
Brought forth by my top 5.
Oh, the leather-bound book that you referenced in Up, and then Doc took it home with a solid
Wouldn't have
reference.
happened without my top 5. So you're welcome. Number 1.
Butterfly
Number
effect.
1
Typical
is
host.
Incredibles.
You're absolutely right. It's The Incredibles.
We're dead. We're dead. We
survived, but we're dead. And honestly, part of it's yes, I love the animation style for that.
Stop.
Just like
Georgie,
the whole opening, closing credits.
I know
and
damn
it's just
well why Incredibles is number one.
Mrs. Incredible's butt.
It's Elastigirl.
It's the last girl's behind.
It refuses to quit.
Is it incredible?
Yes.
Are you serious? Have you not seen Incredibles?
I've seen it.
Okay, good.
Just
I also love
feel
Incredibles
free
too.
to. You can keep safe search on.
I
It's a
also
Pixar
love
film,
Incredibles
My
too.
hand's already been white and sticky today.
but you can. Not thanks.
You can go again already? Man.
I've already toasted my strudel. I know.
Yeah. You guys, any qualms with the top 5? What else would you put in there?
Monsters Inc.
In place of?
Frick, A Bug's Life has a really good.
I'm saying.
You Wall-E was in yours or no?
No.
So hang on, A Bug's Life.
Bugs Life, Finding Nemo.
I'd replace Finding Nemo.
Okay. My top 3 are pretty irreplaceable, but 4 and 5 were harder. And I almost want to put Bugs Life at 4 the more I think about it.
Why?
Because it's great.
Dude, I almost want to post that clip of the grasshoppers.
Well, also you got the
Post it.
You got the classic. I'm a beautiful little butterfly.
Oh, the flea? The flea who
No, the
runs the
caterpillar.
circus?
The caterpillar.
I know, but the
Oh,
flea
right.
who runs the circus.
Great. Right?
He's
I want to watch it.
everybody's bosses. They've all had a flea,
Absolutely.
except for George or us, right? Because he's great.
He's good. Awesome. He's
Get out and make them
incredible.
toaster strudels. Doc's never had one.
Make the website.
Yep.
As soon as you said you had made a website before, you signed yourself up. And it looks great.
So because I made a toaster strudel in my past, That's what caused you to be like, Sodi's up. Can't ask Doc. He's never had one.
That was strictly proximity.
Bagels, toast. Who cares?
That was strictly proximity to exiting the studio. That is all that had to do with that.
What if you had to pick a food, Doc, that you have never had that you think would shock people? What would you go with? I'm trying to think. I can't think of a food I haven't had. You don't get this thick being pick.
Hey, I have.
Top five list.
No, well, sure.
Top 5 foods.
This is going back to my sandwiches. I couldn't include it because I've never had it. This was brought to my attention recently. The sandwich is called the St. Paul, and it's originated in St. Louis.
What is it?
Not even close. So can I go back to the question I asked Doc a second ago?
I don't know.
This is something you haven't tried. The St. Paul sandwich consists of an egg foo young patty made with mung bean sprouts and minced white onions.
I'm out on mung beans. I've
Served
seen
with
The
dill
Office.
pickle slices, white onion, mayonnaise.
All right, I'm back. Pickles and mayo. I'm back.
And it's just like white bread. It looks great.
I've never had sushi.
Oh, shit.
That's one.
That's one. Love sushi.
Would you?
No.
You wouldn't? Why?
You know the sushi I eat doesn't have raw fish in it.
I won't eat sushi.
Mine's just got rice.
Not a seafood fan. Not
Chicken.
a raw seafood fan.
I do like the California roll, man. It's avocado.
We're gonna have a California roll sitting right there for you next week.
I won't touch it.
Right on
Why?
top. Right on top of those old Pop-Tarts.
Not gonna touch it.
Is it a texture thing?
Why?
Yeah, no, it's not there
Texture
for it.
is one thing I will understand if that stops you from liking a food.
So have you ever seen a fried sushi roll?
No.
It kind of goes down like a frickin'
Egg roll.
potato ole, like a big potato ole from Taco John's. I know you've had those. Yeah.
I'm a big boy.
Now just
Don't tell me you ain't had those.
it's pat thick,
No, this is bad.
not packed, not fried. But I think a fried California roll would tickle your fancy, and I'd love to watch.
Yeah.
Calm down. All right.
Take her easy, guys.
White Castle?
All right. I'm glad. I'm glad my top 5 is alive and well.
In-N-Out?
No.
Well, that's
I've never been close to one.
Yeah, that's limited.
I haven't tried at Hollywood.
Have you ever had Milwaukee Burger Company's giant cheese curds?
No.
Because we're going to be
I
in
haven't
Wisconsin
either.
next week.
Sounds fantastic.
Let's say we get some curds and a bloody.
Down.
Yeah.
Absolutely down. All right.
Anyway, what's next on the agenda?
The NHL. I know. But hey, there's some good news amidst the shit.
Kirill Kaprizov still playing for us. That's about it.
I know.
but is he
So
playing? I think
after
he's hurt.
losing 8 of 9, Marc-Andre Fleury moves to second all-time for wins in a 5-0 dub versus the Islanders.
He got 90% of those not playing with us.
Yep, and that is where the good news stops.
The good news is we
because
had a
of the-
closed door meeting. The GM, the head coach, and the owners had a closed door meeting.
Oh, that's great.
And then everybody walked out still having a job. So
Is that an issue?
well, the last time we had a closed door meeting, we changed head coaches.
Man, would that be a record for shortest stint as head coach?
That would be amazing.
No.
Mr. Hines?
No.
Maybe not, but either way.
I mean, for him, probably.
That said, an article from The Athletic by Mr. LeBron says Marc-Andre Fleury trade talk could pick up fast if Wild don't rebound, which I don't see us rebounding with these injuries. And, like, seriously, we got shut out like 3 out of 4 games. It was crazy. One of them was 6 rip. We're not good.
Do you want to know what the shortest time as a head coach for a team in pro sports is?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Bill Belichick.
Really?
The year 2000 for the New York Jets. 0 games, 1 day. Strangely, Bill Belichick's introductory press conference, he ended up giving an impromptu resignation speech.
Whoa.
The Jets and Commissioner Paul agreed that Belichick was still under contract, but was leaving
What?
like the next day for New England.
Was he interim?
Probably. They fired their coach, and technically he was head coach, and they had to do a press conference for a day, and he just was like, I'm out.
I don't want to be here. I want to find out more about that. That's great.
Can I bring up one of my favorite head coach press conferences I've ever seen?
Yes.
Todd Bowles for the
Absolutely.
Bucks.
Okay.
I'm going to call him the Tampa Bay Smelling Salts
Is
right now.
this
'cause
recently?
This is after.
okay.
Well, this is in preview of the Lions game.
beforehand.
So anybody who's familiar with Detroit's field, it
Ford
is
Field.
outdoor or enclosed. Which one?
It's enclosed.
Climate controlled, right?
Correct.
Well, a reporter had a really good question for Todd Bowles, the Buccaneers head coach, about going to Detroit when it's 5 degrees currently in Detroit, and this is what he had to say.
Looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the temperatures we tend to get up to. Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure, but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? And they got a dome.
Listen.
No, nothing planned. We're indoors, and we only have to be outside for 20 seconds getting off the bus going under the thing, so we'll be okay.
He's just like, you idiot. He's like, what a stupid question.
You know we play indoors, right? So the question was, are we doing anything different to plan for the weather? No.
She probably felt so stupid.
Yep.
Poor lady.
Somebody looked next to her and just be like, this.
Nice.
been-
You had
the
one question.
Last time you sat next to me, I bet.
You had one question.
Yeah, I love that. I thought that was amazing.
That is good.
Todd Bowles is one of my favorites. I love all his
I
interviews.
think he's doing a good job.
Did you see what C.J. Gardner-Johnson said about the Buccaneers?
No.
He said that Tampa group's pretty good. He said, but they'd be great if you give them a good quarterback.
Oh, Baker's going to love that.
Baker responded, said that CJ needs to brush up on his film study.
Yeah, he does.
Dude is cracking salts right now reading that. Just
Yeah.
Mayfield said, I don't think he's really watched film because he mentioned Russell Gage. We love Russell, but Russell hasn't played a snap all year for us.
we love Russell. Yeah. Nice guy. Great guy.
That's awesome.
So
Love
speaking of
Baker.
quarterbacks, Matt Stafford got completely knocked unconscious, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Christ
Completely.
almighty. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Eyes went
snapped
glossy.
back in.
Yep.
And so aren't there people up top?
And
yeah.
Collinsworth even called it out. He's like, well, you can't speculate. But yeah, like
his eyes were in the back of his head.
He started the fence and then just like popped out of it. And that there are so many people allegedly watching for that. And
I
the fact
watched
that
the game and went, he's done.
right.
He's unconscious.
Yes.
Our guest, 12-year-old Grady, was like, he's done. There's no way they can let him back out. They put him in the tent.
Yeah.
But that's like Patrick Mahomes, too. He broke his helmet. Obviously, it was cold, but
Right.
you're telling me a helmet-to-helmet that breaks equipment, you don't get put in the tent? At least they put Stafford in the tent.
Well, and that's the first time in NFL history, too, that a team wasn't forced to take a penalty or timeout for an equipment
Yep.
change.
Why? Big market team.
That's right.
LA, baby.
Yes, of course.
KC, they don't have to.
Of course.
New England, actually, I saw a great clip. I don't know if I can share this, but Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola used to have a system when they would do punt return. If one of them got knocked out, they would have to miss the game, and they had incentives, obviously, to play. Can I play this clip?
Yeah.
You looked at me and you
So
said,
this is Amendola to
"If I get
Edelman.
hit one more time in the head, I see that star again. I'm gonna have to retire." I think he saw the star like 7 more times that year and played for like 7 more years after that too.
Yeah, that star.
That's just that star. Yeah.
What was our pact on punt returns?
If one of us would get knocked out, then the other one would come peel us off the ground, so we didn't have to miss the game and then possibly the next game because we had incentives on playing. So it was like, when I come over to you after you get done on punt return, I'll come pick them up and I'll say, grab your knee. And so we're trying to beat the system.
And he'd come in. and he'd
Fuck our
say,
long-term
"Dude,
health."
It's
Watch.
November 3rd. It's about 2 o'clock. We're down by 7. They bring in the independent doctor. Hey, it's fucking 2 o'clock. We're down by 7. It's about 2:30. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Proactive.
Proactivity. You looked at me and you said,
Guys wanted that check.
Jeez Louise. I mean, yeah, can you blame them? They incentivize playing more snaps and getting more stats.
Well, clearly the NFL incentivizes more playing versus head injuries, too.
of course.
I bet if Dobbs had got hit in the head like that, he'd be out.
Of course.
They'd be like, "Hey, buddy, we can't.
We're
risk,
going to put Nick in.
We can't risk you."
Jaron Hall of Fame.
Yep. But Matt Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, get him a new helmet, get him some smelling salts, buckle up.
Absolutely. I know. And honestly, the NFL does a bad job hiding it. They can say all they want, but that clip was purely 100% evidence that they don't give a shit.
There's nobody that can say like he wasn't
Fucked up.
no motor function, staring at the sky, and then all of a sudden he blinks and everything comes back. Like, ah,
Yeah.
here we go. I'm back.
Yeah. Oh my God,
I'm
Yeah,
not
it was-
crying,
it was
you're
scary
crying.
looking.
I play for Detroit still.
Right.
Let's go. Yeah, he's about to jump in the huddle.
Yeah.
Where's Calvin? Where's CJ?
Who was his coach at that time? Like a bunch of them.
Matt Patricia.
Where's Jim Caldwell?
Oh, yes.
Who went 0-16? The D coordinator for the Browns.
That's a good question.
The
Not
0-16
Patricia?
guy. I feel like his name. That's Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz. Look at me go.
Jim Schwartz is the face I pictured when you said Caldwell, as weird as that sounds.
Caldwell is.
You said Caldwell, and I pictured Jim Schwartz,
No,
and you said Schwartz.
Caldwell
I'm like,
coached
yeah,
a few
it's
other teams too.
Colts.
And Caldwell wasn't that bad for him, but I think he was Stafford's coach for a couple of years.
Where's?
Yep, Colts.
But that was Matt Patricia's first deal after being the D coordinator for New England. He went over there and did.
Just tore everything down. Everyone hated him, and then Philly decides to promote him to D coordinator.
Yep.
And they just get worse and lose the locker room, and now everyone hates Nick, and I love it.
I think Matt did
Love
really well
it.
at New England. That was about it.
Everyone does well with Belichick, and then they move on. And who's had success? So Vrabel did a good job with the Titans. Now fired. He'll get another shot. And
McDaniel,
and
Vegas.
Trash.
Yeah, awful.
Wait, he left. McDaniel left once before then
He said he was going to sign
he
with
went
the
to
Colts, and
Denver.
then said nope. Yeah,
No, he went to Denver first,
for a year, didn't he?
drafted Tim Tebow.
That's right.
Oh,
It was Tebow time,
Yeah.
and then
Forgot that
he
was
was
him.
trash.
Went back to New England,
Said he was going to go to the Colts, and said, "No,
and then
I don't
said
want this
nope.
job
I
anymore."
actually don't want it. And then a year or two later to the Raiders and just fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, super true. But who has had success is your dude with the Lions.
yeah.
He's a Belichick disciple.
Love me some Danny Cam.
Seriously. Yeah, he's great. Doc, how's your Blues? Before we move on from the NHL.
Trash.
No good?
No
Oh, this
good.
was the NHL segment.
Anything of note? It sure was.
Sorry,
That's fine.
Nope, nothing to note.
couldn't tell.
Excuse me.
They're,
Okay.
they're playing that hockey.
You're right. Man, we are running long today, but that's fine. Doc, how are things in the second office?
They're good, not great.
Yeah, they are. What do you got for us?
Stinky.
I don't really got too much this week. I mean, I spent a lot of time in the second office. Most of my time though was thinking about this beautiful website creating.
Uh-huh.
It is pretty.
It's awesome.
So yeah, we're just waiting for a couple fine details to
All right.
iron out, and that'll be posted, and then all of our fans out there can
All right.
go visit us,
No specific second office thoughts?
support us,
It's totally fine. But
love
yes,
us.
absolutely love, support, like, subscribe, follow.
No, we've
Wait, can
talked
I-
a lot. I've shared a lot of stuff.
Can I read yours and Georgie's bio?
You guys, we got a website coming up, courtesy of Doc, but putting in a lot of
Or
hard
should we-
work.
Should we save the bios for the people visiting the website?
Yeah, we should save it.
Yeah, we'll save it.
Because
That'll
we'll save
tease. They're great.
They're some of the most accurate descriptions I've ever seen of us,
Yes, 100%.
and I'm a huge fan.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's all I got.
So we'll put a link up to the website once that's free, right?
Once it's live. Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
of course.
Or not free, but
right.
available.
Yep.
NBA. I first want to start with giving a round of applause to Mike Brown, who brought receipts to the post-game press conference after he got jobbed by the refs. Literally brought the laptop out with clips and explained what was explained to him and then what happened in the game as complete opposites. And as a fan of a lot of all professional sports, I do think refereeing is the worst in the NBA, just because of the inconsistency. And Mike pointed it out. He brought his laptop to the table and said, "This is bullshit, and here is why." He showed them, and then he explained what was told to him, and that is not what was being called in the game.
Was
There is
the
no
refer-
consistency.
Was the referee male?
Yes.
So he probably heard him out.
What do you mean?
Never mind, that's bad. What happened after he brought the evidence to the table?
Are you being sexist,
No.
dude?
No.
Okay, good.
But if you brought valid
Oh,
points
of course,
to an argument-
nothing's going to happen except he gets fined, right? He'll get fined, and that's it. Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
But it's an issue. It's an issue in the league for sure. It's so inconsistent.
It's definitely an issue elsewhere too when you bring valid points to
Like
an
valid,
argument.
like evidence of here's what actually happened.
Of course,
Here's
And then
every
sometimes people-
every league, right?
people just
Refs
look
are
at it
human.
and
It's
go,
a hard job.
Yeah, but
no.
Refs are human. It's a hard job. I feel like they get in their feelings in the NBA.
I will agree.
And also
Refs-
in my
I
kitchen.
wish all refs should be like, and I don't know how necessarily the reffing is in the NHL, but I love that if the players are like, "Oh, that's fucking bullshit," they don't get teed up. The refs tell them to shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. It's great, dude. Keep them in check. there's
NHL?
a good dichotomy between them, and there's respect because neither gives into any shit or whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I was at a youth sports event one time, and there was a parent yelling at the ref. Mm-hmm. The ref's probably 18, 19 years old. He's there maybe making $20 an hour.
If anything, it might be
But
volunteering
he's
at that
probably
point.
volunteering because
Right.
he probably plays sports for the school.
Yes.
And he said like twice, like refs are reffing, parents are cheering.
Yep.
And he turned around and just held his shirt and he goes, "Do you have one of these?
Yeah.
Do you have one of these?"
Yeah.
The guy goes, "No." He goes, "Then shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Just shut up. I don't want to have to kick you out of your kid's game.
Right.
Unless you've got one of these, what you say doesn't matter."
Yeah. Very true.
So there it is. Mm-hmm. And the guys look at it, everyone else like, "Oh, are you serious?" I mean, he brought a lot of facts to the conversation.
Yeah, he's a good point.
He did.
Very good point.
Made a good point.
Mike Brown, coach of the Kings.
Oh, see, I thought he was a Wolves player.
Nope.
I was like, man.
Nope, he's Kings coach.
Oh, that's Mike Conley.
Kings got out free throwed by I think it was the Lakers. Seriously, like freaking, it was like 24-2 in the fourth quarter, or like 17-2 in the fourth quarter. Really? It was stupid. It was crazy.
Shaq back?
Nah.
He's victorious.
In other news, Lance Stevenson, career journeyman, spent some time on the Wolves, got recently signed to the G League. He's almost 40, put up a triple-double.
Talk about it.
in the G League.
That's all. I just saw it. Yeah, triple-double in the G League. It's hilarious. This is a guy who blew in LeBron James's ear in a free throw attempt.
What's the point of him playing?
The G League, he still gets money. He's still making money. He has fun doing it.
What's the point of the team? Like who's
The G League?
I just don't like the. He's not going to develop into an NBA player.
Isn't that funny? I know that they can have vets on the G League instead of giving others a shot. There's some type of incentives for being a good G League team, I think.
Has there ever been a player that's played in the league more than 8 years on a G League that gets signed back to an NBA roster? I'm assuming it's to keep him in shape and keep him ready.
I think only for injuries.
Look at Flacco. He didn't need a G League. He was on the C League. He was couching.
Boom.
Yep.
C League.
Playoff.
Nice. Wolves since last week have had a sweet dub versus the Clippers. Smoked Portland. That was after a tough L to Boston where we were. That was
Is there a trap game tonight?
we won, but it was kind of a trap game against the worst game in the league. But we won by 7.
Worst game in the league?
Worst team in the league.
Not what you said.
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool, man.
That's what
That's
I
all right.
heard.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I heard that too.
Tonight at Detroit, and your Timberwolves win 124-117.
Wow, that's only a 7-point difference. We
I
were
know,
favored
yeah.
by.
Detroit came out. They came out firing.
What were we favored by?
Probably more than 7.
Were they firing on all pistons?
Hey, where is it? Come out. Nailed it.
First of all, it'd be firing on all cylinders. Pistons don't fire; they're a mechanical part of the fucking system.
We played the Detroit Pistons, Sody.
Yeah, I know, but pistons don't fire. Pistons move when the cylinder fires.
Still counts for the joke.
Nobody's ever said,
Everyone
"Man,
knew
I'm
what he
firing
meant.
on all
Everyone
pistons
knew what he
today.
meant.
I'm firing on all
Everyone knew
those-"
what he meant.
Well, I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life.
And assless chaps don't exist. All right.
I'm firing on all pistons, and my assless chaps
Nailed it.
wear my cowboy boots.
Other news?
Yeah.
Just happened today.
My skin's
Pascal Siakam traded to the Pacers for Bruce Brown and 3 firsts. And people say the Wolves spent a lot for Rudy, and they sure did. But I've said it before. You shell out for a mansion, you got a mansion now, and Rudy's a fucking mansion. Pascal's great, but 3 firsts in the difference of player he is from Rudy, I don't know. The Pacers will be better now, especially once Halliburton gets healthy.
I mean, Bruce,
So I think it's a good trade.
Bruce Brown really carries that trade, not the first.
Right. Yeah, Bruce Brown and 3 firsts. Bruce Brown's good. But he's salary filler. You don't even know, dude. Part of a championship team last year. You don't know. Appreciate you playing along, though.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. Josh Giddey.
He's staring in his book here. Like,
Josh Giddey, Sody, has got to be pretty giddy right now.
I'm just looking over show notes.
He's got to be pretty giddy because he is not facing charges.
Got show notes.
man, did you see what that one team did to him during like warm-ups?
Like, were they in a visiting stadium?
Yeah.
Do you know who it was?
I don't know the team. All I know is that they had a Catholic high school girl like choir where they're wearing they're wearing the school uniform.
Yes, I did.
While he's
no.
warming up.
Struggling not to turn around.
Oh, no.
They're back there just.
Oh,
and
that's brilliant.
And he's just shaking, shooting.
Are you kidding me?
Shooting threes, and the rebound, if it goes behind him, that's not his ball anymore.
That's
He's
brilliant.
Not,
Not his
he's not turning
ball.
around.
Oh,
If that ball
no.
goes behind
He
him,
wasn't.
He'll let the choir catch it. He just looks forward and shakes and sweats and says, "Give me the next one."
Yeah.
Not turning around.
Wow.
Try not to catch another charge.
That's something.
Wait, another?
Well,
Well, he just got.
yeah, he's
Didn't
not
say it,
being
but-
charged, but that was up in the air.
It was still up in the air.
Oh,
NBA
that makes the post I saw a lot funnier than I didn't have the further reference. I was like, what? That's weird that they think he would struggle with that, but man.
NBA.com handed out their midseason awards.
But he's 17, right?
Josh Giddey? No, he's probably 20 or 21. Or 22 now? Who knows? He's early 20s. I bet he's early 20s.
He tells them.
Let's hope she was.
I bet he's early 20s. Anyways, NBA.com handed out their midseason award, and unanimous for Defensive Player of the Year is Gobert.
Really?
Yeah, he's got crazy odds for Defensive Player of the Year. That would give him 4, tying it was Dikembe and someone else. Either way, Hall of Famer. It's great.
So if multiple people said Gobert, they would all be saying what?
Gobert's.
When's the last time you said that?
I haven't said Gobert's outside of watching the SNL episode. Careful.
That's why I figured this was a monumental moment.
Okay. Anyways. Sody, you're up.
Me?
You're up, dude.
For what?
Well,
Whatever you're cooking.
Wait a minute.
what are you cooking?
What part of
You got a few things.
what part of the show are we on?
The Let Sody Cook part. Yeah, I'm a big guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see,
You don't have to talk about all of it, but you said you had the bottom one.
yeah, the Mount Rushmore is a Vikings bust.
That's great.
So, but it's tough to. Now I want to get more.
Yeah,
than,
it's tough because there's a lot.
It is. There's so many. So that's why I would almost ask you, who's a bigger bust between? We'll kind of do a bracket system
Yeah.
between Jeff Gladney and Mike Hughes. Who's a bigger bust?
God. Well, okay. Gladney
Because he only played one season for us, right?
he kind of played one season, beat up a woman, and got cut from the team, picked up I think by the Cardinals, and then died in a car accident.
So I'd say
Mike Hughes, on the other hand, could not stay healthy. Went to I think the Bengals and has not had a career at all.
honestly, what sucks is in the last 10 years, we have 5 busts, and they're not always that person's fault. And these
Okay.
are only first rounders. These aren't second, third round picks.
Okay.
But 2013 at the 23rd overall, we took Sharif.
Mhm.
A bust, technically.
He was going to be good. That's the thing.
He was.
Botched back surgery.
Is Trey Waynes a bust in 2015?
No, he had a good career with us.
Did he?
Yeah, and then he went to that's funny. He went to the Bengals too. Got like I think he might have he had a bad injury right away, missed a season, and I haven't heard his name since.
Is Bradbury a
He did
bust?
good for us. Trey Waynes was good for us.
No.
Bradbury's not a bust because he's still a starter and he just got a new contract.
Okay, so then why don't we just go back to we'll say starting in 2000.
Okay.
First round picks.
Can you find a bigger bust than Christian Ponder? Also, the bust territory is larger when you're a quarterback.
Matt Khalil, 4th overall.
Okay. Yep. Especially after his first year.
Mhm.
He was so good.
2012, we drafted Matt Khalil 4,
Okay.
Harrison Smith 29. God, we saved ourselves at the end of that one.
Sure did.
Man, now I want the full round. All right. Talk about your favorite toaster strudel flavor while I found the last 10 years of draft
Well, I'll
picks.
tell you one right now. We played his highlight video a little bit earlier. Laquan. And you know what's funny? Similarity between Christian Ponder and Laquan Treadwell, Sody. How excited we both were when we made those picks. Christian Ponder, we hugged.
Yeah, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings in.
No, we were I thought we were just in your living room. I thought we hugged about it.
I was in
Either way.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Either way, we hugged.
Rapids.
Okay. We totally hugged.
Minneapolis Miracle, we hugged.
Oh,
We embraced.
That was
I almost
insane.
ruptured my
absolutely
pharynx.
insane. That
Hey,
happened this past week.
Didn't that? Yeah, that was last week. Was the anniversary of that?
That's right.
How many years have it been? 8, 9?
17 that was in 2017.
So 7, 6. Frick,
7.
this sucks.
Six seasons. That was 6 seasons ago.
What are we talking about?
Vikings bust.
The Minneapolis Miracle when we beat the Saints after Kamara went.
Oh, was that
No,
was that the
this-
crazy catch?
This is Diggs.
Yeah.
Sideline. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah, that was great.
And then Paul Allen, it's a Minneapolis Miracle. Oh, God, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Especially after we took the first half like 17-0. And the Saints, here come the Saints. And then Sean Payton, another douche, doing the skull chant to our crowd. And then Keenum's behind him. And there he goes.
He was really doing that.
He did the skull chant at our fans right before the pass. Sweet, sweet
Wow.
comeuppance. Yes. Sent his ass home. And then a couple years later, did it again with Kirk as he dimed Thielen
My God.
down inside the 5.
Dude,
And that's when Kirk got rid of all those.
listen to this 20.
Go
But
ahead.
2020, we got Justin Jefferson, Jeff Gladney, Ezra Cleveland. This is all one draft.
No longer on the team.
Cam Dantzler,
No longer on the team.
DJ Wanham,
Decent.
James Lynch,
Not on the team.
Troy Dye,
Or else he's practice squad. Troy Dye, he's on the team.
finally panning out. Harrison Hand, 8th round.
He's on the team.
Yep.
Or is he anymore? Like we had
Yes.
hope for him. He might be practice squad.
He's a D-back. 9th round, KJ Osborne.
9th round?
9th round. 11th round, Josh Metellus.
What?
12th round, Kenny Willix.
These are not rounds. What are you talking about? Kenny Willekes?
Sorry, 11th pick. Sorry, 7th round. Josh,
Sure, 11th.
6th round, Josh Metellus. 5th round, KJ Osborne.
Metellus, great. Metellus has been awesome.
Ooh.
Kenny Willekes hadn't done too much.
Garrett Bradbury, Irv Smith, Alexander Madison.
Irv, that's kind of a bust, even for a second rounder. Bust.
Mike Hughes, Brian O'Neill, Jalen Holmes, Tyler
O'Neal,
Conklin.
there's a hit. There's a hit. Conklin, he's having a good career. He does well for the Jets.
2017, Dalvin Cook,
Yep.
Pat Elfline,
Pat, terrible.
Jaleel Johnson,
Yeah, I forgot about him too.
Stacy Coley,
Mm-hmm.
the wideout from Miami.
He had a fun YouTube
Bust.
page. Yeah. Well, can he be a bust? He was a late pick.
Laquan, McKenzie.
Mackenzie Alexander.
Yeah.
I was so excited about Mackenzie.
Wow, 2015.
He's not
How about
that
this
good.
one? Trey Waynes, round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Kendricks, round 2. Daniil Hunter, round 3.
Yeah. That was
Round 6 that year?
Oh,
Stephon
yeah.
Diggs.
That's Slick Rick, baby. That was Slick Rick up
Wow.
and down. God, he murdered that draft. What a great draft.
How about this one? 2014. Anthony Barr,
Diggs?
Teddy Bridgewater, Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah, Slick Rick had some good drafts. He really did.
Wow, we drafted Jeff Locke 5th overall.
No, 5th round. What are you looking at, dude? He's a punter.
5th round.
Man. Let's
Should we take a break?
we're gonna take a break because we got the movie quotes game when we come right back.
Lights. Camera. Okay, so when I was young, my dad had his own little catamaran. It was a Hobie cat, like 16-footer, 2 pontoons and a canvas top. He used to sail that like a madman. Loved watching it. Also loved cruise ships. Our friend Kay at the Sulit Experience recently told us about Star Clippers, a company that has the most involved vacation boating experience. Talking about hoisting sails, climbing the mast on a tall ship. These are these giant sail ships. You get to actually go out and sail. The coolest part is right now the most unique experience to the Mediterranean and other worldwide locations, including Costa Rica. I saw they just added. But you can enjoy air and onboard credits with reservations made by March 31st, 2024. Again, that's March 31st, 2024. Where do you go to get those? You got to visit at where K stays on Instagram. That's at where K-A-Y stays on Instagram. Or tons and tons of information is K at Sulit. That's S-U-L-I-T experience.com. Again, that's K at SulitExperience.com. Huge friend of the show. She takes us on incredible trips, shows us the world in ways we've never seen. Please reach out if you're a traveler like us and find out what you've missed.
Hey, and we're back.
How does it work?
It works for when I'm editing. We're back and we're playing the quotes game again. It's back. And yep,
Camera.
exactly. Get ready for it, whoever gets it, because hope you guys were paying attention to my awesome top 5, because that's what the quotes game's about.
Oh no, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
I'm glad you mean that.
Notice
Are
Red Panda
you-
didn't make your list. Any reason?
Haven't seen it. Is it good?
It has its lessons.
Don't they all?
What about Inside Out?
I told you
What'd you tell me?
that it was 5, replaced by Bug's Life, so probably number 6.
I appreciate that.
Love Inside Out. It's so good. Okay, are you guys ready?
I don't really have a choice. You're driving this truck.
Damn right I am. Action. Ah, it started over from when I played it before. That's too bad. Okay, that's fine.
What's the car sound?
It's just a race car.
And a Tommy gun?
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of like
Is
movie.
this Road to Perdition? Are we watching Public Enemies right now?
God, kinda, but no, it's just about like I just had like movie noises, race cars and guns and lights, camera, action. It took me like 2 hours, so I don't want to hear it.
It took you 2 hours to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Can we start?
I'd love to because I might never go home.
All right. Okay.
Man.
Movie number 1. This is based off my top 5.
How does this game work again? For the viewers, not for me. Because
Of course.
I pay
I
attention.
read the quotes. There are 5 quotes. As soon as you know what it is, you say your name, and I tell you you're right or wrong.
Wait, I say my name?
Yep.
And then that's it.
That's how you buzz in.
You just say a quote and I go, Alec, and you go,
No.
yup! Let's go!
Killed it.
Yeah! Do
Nope.
I'm
then,
in.
And then you say which movie it is.
you want me to say Sodi?
Sure. Yep. Say Sodi.
Do you have like a yes noise?
You know what it is.
What's the no noise? Do you gonna?
Or I could do the farts.
Yes, please do farts.
Okay. We did farts for the Fast and Furious one, the very first one. We'll do farts again for wrong. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Quote number 1 for movie number 1. First rule of leadership. Everything is your fault.
Wow, that's and these are all from your top 5.
Man, that's life.
Number 2.
Wait a minute.
Number 2.
Oh, okay.
I swear, if I hadn't promised Mother on her deathbed that I wouldn't kill you, I would kill you.
Stop. Hang on. What was your top 5 again?
I'm not going to reiterate.
What?
You got time. There's 3 more. This one's the third quote is when I get a little bit telling.
Sodi.
I try to be obscure.
Sorry, I'll let you start the third
No,
one.
go ahead. If you know it,
Incredibles.
Yeah,
So
and
am I-
you're out.
you're out, brother. Number 3.
You still gotta-
Idiot.
Number
you still
3.
got to get it right.
Number 3. Oh, by the 5th quote, I give it away on all of them. So
Don't.
that's why you should hang in there.
Yeah, I'll
No.
just wait.
Number 3.
This game's supposed to.
Hey
favor the
bartender,
early
Bloody Mary.
shots.
Oh, positive. Number 4. Bottle all gone. Baby wants pie.
I said it in the beginning.
Did you?
Yeah, I said that's life. It's Bug's Life.
Quote number 5. Hey, cutie, you want to pollinate with a real bug? Isn't that great? It's great.
I say we set up a time to go out and let somebody try that.
Try what?
Let's come up with some
Try
of the
that
best,
line.
the best Pixar lines
Okay.
and go out and put
Great
them into
idea.
motion.
Great idea.
Hey, baby, you want to pollinate with a real bug? How many different types of alcohol do you think we could get
How
dumped
many
on?
how many women do you think you would have to ask that to before someone's like, that's Bug Life?
And they're like,
And you're like, yeah.
One. I've got a type.
yeah.
For sure. Okay. Second movie. Docks up, one rip. Sodi, better listen, because you're bad at listening.
Okay. Sorry, that was rude.
Okay.
Yes, I will listen.
Quote number 1. I'm H2O intolerant.
Sodi,
Okay.
let's go Finding Nemo.
Damn.
Water. Water's my element. Sorry.
You're right. Just like that. We're knotted up.
Well, he Googled it as you were saying it.
Did he? Sodi? There's no cheating. Sodi?
Actually, what I have is the secret.
Prove it. Did he? Did you type it in? Okay.
No, I have the secret of the grasshoppers because when this is done, I want to play the clip.
Okay.
That
cool.
hopper.
All right. Let me rip through the rest of these quotes. Would you guys have gotten these ones? Okay, first crank a hard cutback as you hit the wall. There's a screaming bottom curve, so watch out. Remember, rip it, roll it, and punch it.
Yeah. It's the turtle.
No.
It's the turtle.
On the East Atlantic Current,
It's the little turtle.
the EAC. Squirt?
Squirt.
So totally righteous, Dad.
Number 3. You've got serious thrill issues, dude. Awesome.
That's the bigger turtle.
That's a bigger turtle. Number 4. He really doesn't mean it, you know. He never even knew his father.
That's Dory.
No, it's one of the other, it's one of Bruce's friends. It's one of the other sharks. And number 5, to give it away if you guys didn't get it, just keep swimming.
That's Dory.
Okay. Number 3, we're tied up 1-1. You guys ready?
Clearly.
I'm actually from a smaller company that was purchased in a leveraged buyout.
Sorry. Toy Story. The ham, the pig.
God dang. That was really
The dinosaur says, I'm from Mattel.
That's the line leading into that.
Yep. I do love that one because I love product placement and shameless advertising. Mattel
Okay.
found their way in there. I'm from Mattel.
Yeah. Here's a quote, too. Before your space journey, re-energize yourself with a slice of pepperoni, now boarding at counter 3. Number 3.
Shoot.
Nirvana is
Wait,
coming.
2 or 3?
That was the second quote of my 5. Third quote. Nirvana is coming. The mystic portal awaits. I should have started with those.
Was that the little green men?
Yeah.
The claw chooses who will go and who will stay.
Yeah, okay. You knew this way better than I thought. Number 4. They are beryllium carbonic alloy, and I can fly.
Buzz Lightyear says that about his wings.
Of course he does.
And he says they're plastic.
Number 5. Tuesday night's plastic corrosion awareness meeting was, I think, a big success. We'd like to thank Mr. Spell for putting that on for us. Thank you, Mr. Spell.
You're welcome.
When's the last time you watched this movie?
About a week ago.
Before he came over.
Less than a week ago.
Really?
We were on Disney Plus.
Come on.
There was not much. I wanted to watch Friday Night Lights. Could not find it where I couldn't have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Titans was a close second. As I went to go look for the Remember the Titans on Disney Plus,
You saw Toy Story?
there was Toy Story and just happened.
All right. Well, good job. All right. Sody's up 2-1.
Hey, you know what the difference is between Woody and... What do you got?
All right. 2-1. All right. Fourth movie. Doc. Quote number 1.
He's here. Are you ordering food to pick up on the way home?
No.
Are you planning your exit?
No. Never.
Quote number 1. Take a bath, hippie. Quote number 2. That might sound boring, but I think the boring stuff is the stuff I remember the most.
Monsters, Inc.
Why 2
All right.
farts?
It's all
Is it
Sody.
because he's a Packers
No,
fan
this
and their
one-
team's doing better than ours?
Yeah.
That seemed angry.
Quote number 3. I was hiding under your porch because I love you. Can I stay?
Oh, that's the dog.
From
I want clue 4.
4. Won't you please be my prisoner? Please, please, please.
That is Doug from the movie Up.
Quote number 5. Adventure is out there. And Sody cleans up this round of the quotes game, but we're going to do 5 just because it's the only one remaining. Quote number 1, you're not affiliated with me. Quote number 2, I never look back, darling, it distracts from the now. Quote number 3, no school like the old school. Quote number 4, that was totally wicked.
What was the only movie not on his list?
Quote number 5, we're dead, we survived, but we're dead.
Sody.
I know. We got
Elastigirl.
it. I'm going to give that one to Doc because I knew he had it in the first couple.
Did you Google Elastigirl yet? Your computer's gone.
I'm
You
gonna save
checked
that,
out?
Save that for tonight.
He's out of here. He's out of here. Well, that's going to do it. So, do you have one more thing for us?
Yeah. Do you want to try to play? Do you want to see who can guess an animal faster?
No. For next week, for sure. Absolutely for next week.
Wait, I think this is the anniversary of Killdozer. Is it not?
What's that?
You know Killdozer?
I don't know. I just don't know. What do you got for us?
Killdozer.
Okay.
You've never heard the story.
I don't think so.
Are you serious?
Potentially.
So Killdozer is Marvin John Heemeyer, an American automobile muffler repair shop owner who demolished numerous buildings with a modified bulldozer in Granby, Colorado in 2004.
Jeez.
Do you see what's going on in France right now with the farmers and the labor unions, where the government's basically raising diesel taxes, fertilizer costs, farming costs, to where it's pushing farming out?
Jeez Louise. Took a turn.
So BlackRock and Bill Gates can buy up all the farmland, right? So they are spreading fertilizer on the city council. This guy armor-plated a bulldozer. He spent like a week barricaded and built a tomb that he could not escape from once it was welded from the inside. He went on a...
When was this?
June... Okay, never mind. June 4th, 2004 is when he died. He died during the whole deal. But he unleashed his gigantic armored tank-like bulldozer upon the small town of Granby, Colorado.
Really?
In an act of defiance, revenge upon those he perceived had done him wrong in a long series of property disputes.
Are you on this guy's side?
100%.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Shit.
There's a documentary.
You don't think he took it a little far? Making a killdozer?
You know what Benjamin Franklin once said? War is when your government tells you who your enemy is. Revolution is when the people decide for themselves.
Love it.
Killdozer, baby. Look it up. Watch the
We can
documentary.
talk about that more. What's the documentary called? I'm curious. I had never heard of that story
spent
at all.
a whole episode
Never
talking
heard of
about Heemeyer, man.
Well, hey, you know what we're trying to do with you that you keep refusing to pick dates for.
Look, one of the top Google. How powerful was the Killdozer? The vehicle of destruction was named Killdozer. It was a 410 horsepower turbocharged with a top speed of 7.3 miles per hour. But that's before he added the bed of armor. The Komatsu D355A
Jeez.
weighed 49 tons but was 61 when he was done with it. A 61-ton bulldozer that literally they dumped thousands of rounds of automatic ammunition into it, and he just kept driving. And he just kept.
God.
They were like, "Please stop," and he goes, "Yeah, no, I'm fed up." And they're like, "What are you gonna do when you run out of fuel?"
I've had it.
He goes, He had one pistol in the truck with him, and once he was done doing his thing, he just said, "All right, I did my deal."
Did he kill himself?
Well, he wasn't gonna let them take the victory.
That's a good point. This is a crazy way to end the show, but that great story. Can't wait to read more. Seriously, I'm gonna read more.
Straight shot to Valhalla.
Everybody, thank you for listening. If you made it this long, our longest episode to date, I'm sorry. But this was fun. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, or we hate you.